Pieces of peace in the sun's peace of mind. I know it's hard sometimes. Yeah, I think about the end just way too much. But it's fun to fantasize. All my enemies who wouldn't wish who I was. But it's fun to fantasize. I'm bored, so I'm taking my time on my ride. I'm bored, so I'm taking my time on my ride. Taking my time on my ride. I die for you, that's easy to say. We haven't.
Alright, so today I'm going to be reviewing the Isotech Dragon Deluxe Ballad Song, which is a mouthful for sure, but to be honest, I'm rather impressed with it. It's a really good butterfly knife, especially for the price that I got it on Amazon, which was, I think, like $15 is what I got it for. And it's very sturdy, and it's held up extremely well for the past, I think, 3 or 4 days that I've had it. Dropped it well over 50 times, and it's stayed really strong and hasn't broken or anything. And it's got the spring latch right here, as you can see, and that's a really good detail for any butterfly knife to have. Especially for such a cheap one, it's actually rather impressive. And all it does is it just stops the handles from getting caught on the latch there, so they can fully close. It just sort of prevents that little nuisance there, which is good for if you're like flipping the knife around and stuff, which I'm assuming you are. So that's a really nice detail that I liked a lot. And yeah, it's just a rather impressive knife, I'd say. The handles were a bit stiff the first time I got them, but I'll get more into that later. As you can see, the knife itself is lined with holes, and that's basically to keep the weight a bit, countered in the sense that the handles don't have any holes, so, the knife itself has to, otherwise it would be extremely heavy, which you don't want any ballad song to be. Although it is pretty much heavy by itself, I think the holes are necessary to keep it balanced. The latch has no problem closing at all. Sometimes it's a bit stiff to open, like to undo the latch. As you can see, I struggle with it right here, but overall, it doesn't really cause that much of a problem. It doesn't take too much effort, but it's not necessarily easy, especially the first time when you open it, to undo the latch like that. And next, the handles when I first got it. I think the bite handle was the one that was a bit stiff, and it wouldn't swing anything like it does now. The safe handle was perfectly fine, but the bite handle was definitely a bit stiff, and most butterfly knives have that. You just gotta break it in. So, that. And there's a clear identification between the safe handle and the bite handle, which you would clearly be able to tell which one would hurt if you were to flip the knife wrong, which is good for learning without actually cutting yourself. And then there's the identification with the safe handle, in which it wouldn't hurt, and that's the one that you would want to be doing all your tricks with. And next, the dragon design. As I get it takes me a while to focus it here, but once I do, it takes a little while. The dragon design, it's okay. It's good. I like it. It's etched in and then painted, and I like that because the paint won't like just rub off like easily and get scraped off if you drop it or something. But the main problem, I wouldn't even necessarily call it a problem. The main downside of it, I guess, is, as you can see, some of the paint isn't all in the etching, and some of it isn't painted enough, some parts of the dragon, and other parts are painted too much and it kind of dripped onto the knife or whatever. It's not a huge problem, nothing I would bash the knife for, but, just in case you're a stickler for details, I thought I would mention that. Um, Next, the boxing, which is this right here, and as you can see, there's a small dent in the box right there, and that was the box was like that when I got it, and that was probably because that small box was inside of a much bigger shipping box, and that caused this small box to be able to like fly around and move inside that bigger box, which I don't think was very smart at all, considering the knife itself could have gotten damaged inside, although it was wrapped in bubble wrap and whatever, but it could have gotten damaged, and I think that's a pretty big risk, but the knife was fine. It wasn't damaged. The box itself was, but the knife turned out fine. Um, and overall, I'd say it's just a really nice, strong knife. I like it a lot, to be honest. It's as long as you're not against it for having the small downsides of the details of the dragons and the small shipping problem that it kind of has. It's definitely sturdy, and I'm impressed. For $15 on Amazon, it's a very good flipper. It flips easily. I've learned just some pretty good tricks with it over the past 3 days. Some pretty cool ones. Some pretty, I wouldn't say anything advanced, but, that's because I'm just starting out. But, yeah, so I would definitely recommend it. At the end of the video, I'll show you some of the tricks that I have learned with it. So that's my review. If you liked it, do leave a like and let me know what you think and what you want to see, and I'll be sure to get back to you. Do subscribe if you want to see more, and yeah, alright, I'll see you guys later. Enjoy this small little montage of my tricks, I guess. Peace.